Hello guys, welcome to your Bitcoin report for this Tuesday, March 19th, 2019. Let's get started with the show. Let's open up the charts right here and let's take a look at what's going on. Dash, I'm going to tell you, Dash is a nice coin. I like Dash and I think they're going to do rather well. But the CEO, Ryan Taylor of Dash, he says, a superior product always wins. Now, he's referring to the competition between Dash and Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin Core. He says why Bitcoin won't survive, and why he thinks Bitcoin won't survive. He thinks Dash is going to take Bitcoin's place. He thinks that they can unseat the king. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you what. I don't think anything is going to unseat the king. The king, I've watched it survive through that little fat guy at Mount Gox. If anybody could have killed Bitcoin, it was him. The guy that stole 800,000 Bitcoins. Nobody will forget him. That's going to go down in history, as the biggest theft ever in the history of the world. It says Ryan Taylor doesn't immediately come across as a cryptocurrency bigwig. When we met, he's wearing a sharply tailored suit that screams Wall Street, while also radiating a grounded, no-nonsense, slightly dweeby air that couldn't be further from the sector's dominant practical edge. He doesn't seem like he'd have much interest in your average ICO-funded boat party. Okay, so evidently, this guy, he says that Bitcoin, they're going to take it down with Dash. I don't think so. Let's move on and let's talk about something else here. Let's talk about Tether. This is worrisome. There's a couple things why I won't touch Tether. One, I don't like anything that's in any way connected to the US dollar. I don't like it. I won't even go there, And the second thing I don't like, right here, it says Tether reveals that its reserves aren't what they seem. It says Tether, the largest stablecoin by market cap, has revealed new details regarding its collateral model. Until recently, Tether has claimed that its 2 billion token supply is backed by reserves of real US dollars. Now it seems that other assets are also being used to back the coin. It says every Tether is always 100% backed by our reserves, which include traditional currency and cash equivalents, and from time to time may include other assets and receivables from loans made by Tether to third parties, which may include affiliate entities. Okay, this is what concerns me. May include other assets and receivables. Receivables could actually be debt collateral or something like that. And other assets could be anything. It could be a bale of hay in somebody's barn in the middle of Massachusetts that they assessed at $100,000. It could be anything. It says just may include other assets. These other assets could be inflated in value. What's their real worth in dollars? I'll tell you, I wouldn't touch Tether with a 10-foot pole. So let's move on. Let's talk about something else. Now, in mining cryptocurrencies, I used to be a miner, and to me this is a big deal. Bitmain was the main company I used to use. I used to buy what was called ant miners from Bitmain. And Bitmain makes one hell of a good miner. I'm going to tell you, in the mining industry, they probably make the best mining machines, But the miners that they have right now that are coming from Bitmain are extremely efficient. Not like the old miners I used to use. The things used to get so hot, and they didn't produce very many gigahashes of mining power. Or it wasn't very much anyway. It was very weak, they were, compared to what they have now. And they kept making them. They kept reducing the size of the chip inside them and reducing it so less heat and more mining power. Bitmain has just released an Equihash miner 3 times more powerful than its predecessors. Wow. 3 times more powerful. this is terrific. I might want to buy one of these new miner machines, you know, and start mining again. Now they're 3 times more powerful. The only problem is they make the price 3 times higher. That's the only problem, the initial price. And you have to consider in ROI, return of investment, you know. You have to consider that in. How much power is it going to take, and how long is it going to take you to make back the money that you pay for the mining machine? Bitmain, the Beijing headquarters cryptocurrency mining giant, has officially released the Antminer Z11 machine on Tuesday, March 19th. The new device is designed to mine coins that are based on the Equihash proof-of-work algorithm, such as the privacy-focused altcoin Zcash. So evidently these miners are supposed to mine Zcash, but you know you can instantaneously take your Zcash and transform it into Bitcoin, you know. So this is the Z11 machine. This is a picture of it right here. It's a nice looking mining machine. Is those 2 of them? Oh, they're just showing the front and back of it. It's a nice looking mining machine. It's got twin fans, one on the top and one on the bottom. It says, it doesn't say how many watts it takes, so this is very interesting. Now let's move on to another story here. The next story is Bitcoin to zero. Why analysts might be wrong about the death of Bitcoin. You know, I'm going to tell you what. These guys, they've been in there all along, and honest to goodness, I listened to them. Not this climb up to $20,000 that we just had, but before that, when we went up to $1,100, right? And then we fell off to like $200. They were doing the same stupid talk that they're doing now. Bitcoin's going to go to zero. You better sell it soon, man. Right now, when Bitcoin's like $3,800, they'll be saying, "Oh, you better sell it because you'll get your $3,800, and Bitcoin's going to zero, and you're better off with your $3,800. Why don't you trade it for silver?" and all this kind of stuff, right? They were doing exactly the same talk back when Bitcoin was $200 after it fell from $1,100. I got scared. I said, maybe these guys are right. What if it goes to zero? You know? And I had several Bitcoins. And I traded them for silver. When it was at the bottom. And then it went up to $20,000. So I got a hate for, kind of a little bit of a hatred for these guys because, I mean, I could have had, if I had sold it at the top, I could have, man, I mean, you know, I'm crying now about that. And these guys are the problem, you know. These guys are the problem. They're going to still be saying this. Next time Bitcoin goes up to 100,000, or maybe even higher, right? And then it falls back down again, they're going to be saying this same old mantra over and over. Bitcoin's going to zero. It's going to zero. You better sell your Bitcoin now, man. You know? They'll be saying that all the way up to Bitcoin goes to 1 million. You know, they'll be singing this same old tune. I'm tired of hearing it. Bitcoin's not going to go to zero. In fact, right now, the market is at a spot right now where Bitcoin, the people that have it do not want to sell anymore. There's not, the whales that were dumping coins and stuff, they're getting less and less of them. You watch Bitcoin right now, you know what you're going to see? You're going to see the price going along fairly steady with a very gradual increase. You know? They're not really accumulating big time yet, but I think it's coming. I think it's coming pretty soon. So anyway, Bitcoin to zero. We don't even want to hear that, but let's see what it says. Reports that Bitcoin is headed to zero have become very normal part of the crypto industry. Why? That's what I want to know. Why? The idea that Bitcoin may be headed to zero is one that flares up occasionally in the media. At this point, the crypto community see this as kind of a doomsday speak, as par for the course. It usually appears after being uttered by Wall Street analysts, Bitcoin skeptics, or industry insiders who have lost hope. Once the words have been spoken, they appear in headlines across various financial and cryptocurrency-oriented news sources. They are echoed by other analysts and reporters alike. Unfortunately, the idea that Bitcoin is going to crash to the ground then spreads into the minds of the Bitcoin holders, some of whom may panic and sell their Bitcoins. See, that was me. Before they see they have the chance to value their... You know what? Do you know how hard it is? I'm getting a little bit of Bitcoin back again. A small amount. Not even one coin. And you know how hard it is for me now? How I have to fight for every 1/100th of a coin? And I had several coins. Do you know how mad I am about these Bitcoins going to zero, guys? I'm pissed off. I could have had like 2.5 coins right now, rather than just like a measly little fraction of one coin, because of these idiots. Anyway, this concludes this report. Thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate my audience out there. And we'll catch you guys on the next show. Bye-bye, guys.